The morning was already running late, the kind of late that makes every red light feel personal. Daniel tightened his grip on his son's small hand as they hurried down the crowded sidewalk. Coffee steamed in his other hand, untouched, while his mind raced through meetings, deadlines, and the quiet pressure of being everything for someone else. Since his wife had died 3 years earlier, life had become a series of survival routines. Wake up, get through the day, make sure his son, Ethan, smiled at least once. Near the corner, a familiar figure sat against the brick wall of a closed storefront. A woman wrapped in layers of worn clothing, head bowed, cardboard sign resting near her knees. Daniel barely glanced. He'd trained himself not to. Not because he lacked compassion, but because stopping always opened a door to memories he worked hard to keep shut. He gently tugged Ethan forward. "Come on, buddy," he said, his voice soft but firm. They took 3 more steps before Ethan stopped. Not a stumble, not a distraction. He stopped with intention. His small fingers slipped from Daniel's hand. "Dad," Ethan said quietly. Daniel turned back, impatient words already forming, then froze. Ethan wasn't looking at him. He was staring at the woman on the ground, eyes wide, breathing shallow, like he'd just seen a ghost. "That's Mom," Ethan whispered. The world seemed to tilt. Daniel's chest tightened as he followed his son's gaze. He looked again, really looked. The woman lifted her head slightly, as if she felt their eyes on her. Her face was thinner, older, marked by hardship, but the eyes. Those eyes hit him like a wave. "No," Daniel said under his breath. "That's not possible." But his feet moved on their own. He knelt in front of her, heart pounding so loudly he was sure Ethan could hear it. The woman's eyes filled with tears as she focused on him. "Danny," she said, her voice barely there. The sound of his name shattered the years he'd built walls around. "Emily," he choked. She nodded, shame and fear tangled across her face. She looked at Ethan, then back at Daniel, tears spilling freely now. "I didn't know where else to go." The story came out in pieces. After the accident that was supposed to have taken her life, Emily had survived, but with injuries that left her disoriented and alone. Medical bills, lost memory, a system that failed her one form at a time. By the time she remembered who she was, she couldn't find her way back. Pride kept her silent, shame kept her hidden. Daniel listened, numb and aching, anger and guilt twisting together. He had mourned her, buried her, learned how to live without her. And all this time, she had been right here in the same city, invisible. Ethan stepped forward and wrapped his arms around her neck without hesitation. "I knew it," he said, his voice bright through tears. "I knew you'd come back.